Good morning. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 2646. I'm your host Arwin, and before I start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit, and if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are all in the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I can really use it. Alright. So, weather today is again pretty nice and warm and low wind. Like it was Tuesday, but yeah, there's a little bit of sort of cloud cover up there. It's trails in origin. I saw them spray it earlier, and so it's getting a little bit of hazy up there. I don't know. There's like ripples up there. Look at that. Can you see that? It almost looks like ripples you see on sand dunes or in the desert. It's very odd because it's basically perpendicular to the direction of the line that caused it. It looks really weird and interesting, though. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if the webcam can pick it up. It's just, a little bit. You can see the lines a little bit. Right. But yeah, overall, despite that, it's still really sunny and plenty hot. Put the bath out. Put some water out on the roof for the birds. And they just immediately, like literally one dove right into it to take a bath. And it's the first time also that, like, they were all just bickering about the water. And while one really dominant one, jackdaw, was trying to take a bath in it, like the others were like just trying to sneak in there and quickly take a drink while the big one was taking a bath. It's remarkable. I've never seen that before. But those birds, they really treasure that water that I put out there. And I'm glad to be of service to them. It's very fun to have to take a look at it also. And they're always very healthy. And I like to think that's partially because I provide them a really clean source of water. It's so easy for me. Right. So it is Thursday, the 28th of May 2026. Temperature is 24 degrees Celsius with 33% humidity. 8 kilometers an hour wind, 0% precipitation. Yeah. Oh, now the forecast is showing lightning again tomorrow. That would be interesting. 29 degrees Celsius with lightning and a little bit of rain. So yeah, maybe tomorrow, Friday, will be a storm day. I'm looking forward to it, really. We have not had a single lightning storm all throughout March, April, and this May. And that's basically really rare. Because, I mean, especially April is like the stormy season. I always say April does what it wills. Because, it rapidly can change around. But I mean, that is usually accompanied with a lightning storm here and there. And we haven't seen any of it. Any at all. Not a single thunderclap. Which is kind of disappointing because I like that. It's like a electric field reset. very spiritually cleansing, to me at least, when those occur. But yeah, maybe tomorrow. That would be great. Alright, so let me show it to you. So there you go. Here's the little lightning bolt picture. Because it wasn't there yesterday. I mean, I showed it yesterday. You can just compare it. Like, yeah, it really just changes around completely on a daily basis. And that's part of the reason why I also keep track of it. Because I'm just sort of trying to figure out the patterns, how much you can actually rely on it. Right. So, yeah, hope everybody's having a great day this Thursday. I had a really good night's sleep. Like, really good. Like, I woke up, an alarm clock, and it just got right up. It was like, I haven't had that in a while. Like, but maybe it's also because the temperature is just not really so cooking like it was 2 days ago. Because, I mean, that was uncomfortably hot, guys. And, yeah, today it wasn't, and it's just like, feeling good. Ah. Yeah, and I'm wondering what I'm going to be talking about. The problem is with when I just feel so good, is that I'm just like, you know what? I just want to share how relaxed I feel right now. So I'm just going to sit here and just be super relaxed. But I mean, yeah, that doesn't really make for a really good, compelling show or anything. So, but that is like my initial tendency. I mean, it is that kind of weather to just like sit on your balcony, enjoy the breeze, and have a nice refreshing drink, and yeah, just relax. Right, but yeah, in the meantime, there's a lot going on in the world as usual, or not really all that much, depending on your perspective. It's mostly more of the same, though. Yeah. Alex Jones was not even there live yesterday. It's like, what? Like, he's been boasting since since InfoWars was, the power was turned off. He had to had to move to the new studio. And now it's AJN Live, right? AlexJonesLive.com. But then, like, yeah, he was always saying, like, we're gonna have basically like an 80 hours a day live streams. And it's like, yeah, sounds really promising. But I mean, could you just do the show? Yes, they didn't show up, and everybody was like, oh, come on, what is this? He does take a lot of time off from doing the live show. And I mean, he's probably plenty busy. He's probably not just sitting in the garden drinking or something. I mean, he is very busy. But I mean, he should really, like, just not drop out of the show unless it's like super urgent and you got a big story to make up for it like the next day. Like, that's fine. But I mean, don't frickin' stay away so much, man. I mean, it pisses people off, including myself. Because, I mean, yesterday I was like, yeah, Alex Jones, I really want to see him go ballistic again. Like, getting really pissed off over, well, justified reasons in the world and do his thing. And then he's not there, and it's like, oh, come on. Boo. Yeah, whatever. And I mean, Harrison filling in for him, and he's okay. He does a good job as for like the function, but he's not as entertaining as Alex, and he knows it. So like, he's not gonna actually take over. Like, it's not like that. Alex wants, yeah, I mean, Owen Schroyer was like better for that, but then, well, the problem is that when they're actually potentially good enough to take your place, well, then they kind of have ego competition issues. That will just happen, and that did happen with Owen. Right? He thinks, I can just do my own thing. So, I mean, it is a logical issue. I bet everybody that's listening is like super riveted to listen to me talk about that, and they're super interested. No, I'm just kidding. But hey, this is part of what I do. Like, I am a big Alex Jones fan, despite his total baltardation and all that. I'm listening to him since 2006. 20 years. But really though, 20 years, yeah. You cannot believe how much effort it actually cost me in the beginning few years to watch him. How scary that was to me back then. Because it was like way too intense and way too direct, and it's like all of it was just unheard of. I mean, now it's all like, oh yeah, Alex Jones, oh, he's like bragging again, oh, he's so obnoxious or whatever, or funny. But back then, it's like everything that he was talking about was just completely under the blankets. Like, it was like nobody knew about that shit except for like really fringe people. It was just not really known, and he just really dug it up and like threw it out there, and that was like very shocking back then. Now it's just like, it's resulted, well, he's bragging a lot, and in a lot of Alex Jones was right. But back then, I just still remember like how shocking it was to me learning these things. That like, I didn't object to believing it. It was just so crazy that it just felt like that can't be real. Well, it's real, alright? Holy shit, is all that real, and worse, and so much more. God. But I mean, yeah, Alex Jones did see it all coming. And his sometimes dark futuristic rants have all been based on this stuff that is documented by these people that are now doing it. Like, they are really that crazy. And it wasn't just some megalomaniacal fantasy, they're really doing it. That's the craziest part about it all. Like, who in their right mind would even follow these kind of depopulation, dehumanization plans from the Epstein class? Who the hell would even do that? Like, well, you'd have to be completely insane, and they are. And that's part of the problem. Alright. Anyway, let's see what's going on right now. Oh god, that's horrifying. Yay. Government institutes that safeguard our health are trying to cover up massive childhood deaths due to vaccination-related issues with the COVID vaccine. Like, oh, no, they do that? Yeah, they do that. It's really, really horrifying. I don't even want to bring it up. But this is the shit that's coming out all the time. It's coming out so much, it's like people that are taking note, they're probably like used to it. It's just, how did we get to the point where we're all getting used to things happening on a daily basis? Where if you really think about it, that's not something you should even be able to get used to. It's all so dark and fucked up. Nobody should be able to get used to that, but yet we do somehow. And I mean, it must be just out of like sanity preservation, self-defense mechanisms. It must be. Anyway. Lots of clips been going around about Lidewij. Vos, like, she is like a Dutch iron lady. Like, that woman is so, like, she knows how to be so freaking strong. And just like go for it, be unfazed. It's very impressive. But it's like, yeah. It does kind of like trigger my defensive instincts a little bit. Because I mean, I find her kind of attractive in a way. But like, how people just like try to trick her and sneak her. Like, with trick questions and shit. Like, oh my god, it's like, I just want to bash those people's faces in. I'm sorry, it's my instinct. It's just like, holy, like, you should never... Like, how dare you talk to a woman like that? Like, it doesn't matter if she's a poly. It's like, what the fuck? Everybody's just... Like, the whole Dutch deep state is just... so demonic, and it just really shows when these Forum for Democracy people go at it. Like, the darkness just reveals itself so much. And it is almost just like a freaking vampire movie or something. It's really starting to feel like that. It's crazy, man. It's crazy out here. And then now the Russian embassy is pissed off at the Netherlands for us delivering them these pickup trucks to Ukraine that they're just using to literally rob locals of their freedom, to just dump them in the meat grinder of the Ukrainian army. Ugh. Just, I can't stand it, man. It's like the Dutch deep state is even more fanatically anti-Russian than like Germany and stuff, and the other European nations. I mean, maybe England is worse, but I mean, they've always been traditionally so freaking hostile towards Russia, basically trying to seed their downfall for ages. So you'd like almost expect that, but like with the Netherlands, we'd never had that. With like the Netherlands always been very reasonable with Russia. So to see this is just it's hurting. It's like that hurts. Like they're hurting our political relations. And I really hope that if we get to the point where we can get rid of these deep state freaks here, that we can restore some of that with Russia and just like get back to normal again. Ugh. And I hope that Russia is not gonna be pushed to the point where they do actually like frickin' take them out with like hypersonic missiles or something. Cause that would like, I just hope there won't be any direct scars here. But I mean, I would not be surprised if still within my lifetime, somewhere in the next few years, there is gonna be like a missile flying into the Netherlands, blowing up a military base or something. I mean, dare I say, I've seen it in a frickin' vision. But I mean, it was never really in a way that I could just like really pinpoint it. And also because, well, here's the weird thing, like in the vision, I very much like it was forced upon me that I believed in nukes. Sounds weird, right? Yeah, talking about vision stuff now. So that's like psychedelic out of body experience related. So just to get it off the regular politics. Warning, going weird and spiritual here. But yeah, vision. What was I saying about it? Yeah, I did see things getting blown up, but it was like a freaking nuke, and like, or that's what everybody was saying, and like but yeah, I know it can't be. And even like while it was in the vision happening, a lot of people were investigating, and it's, even though it was like literally from the inside forced upon me to believe in it, literally, I mean, it's very strange, right, when I say that, but through the vision, a lot of these experiences were colored in a way, like what I was feeling and thinking about it was like forced. It didn't have like internal freedom where you could just have an honest response. Like something happens, you have your own natural feelings about it and ideas, right? Everybody takes that for granted. Well, in vision, sometimes there were certain ideas that I literally couldn't change. It's like it was stuck. It was like rigid in the way that you were experiencing it. And a lot of ideas were just forced upon me, like nukes are real. Like it was forced. It was being forced on me. And I guess it was necessary to, like, for like fear conditions to perpetuate the whole process. It's freaking weird and complicated. But yeah, I have some vision related stuff where it did seem like Russia was gonna end up like sending missiles into the Netherlands. But I mean, it was really in response to, well, the Netherlands taking part in doing that exact same thing on Russia. Like just shameless direct attacks that aren't even like all military or anything. Just very dark type of, yeah, war crime attacks. It's just really sick. And yeah, I mean, a nation like Russia, you got to respond. You have to. Or it just becomes humiliating to them, you see. Same goes with the Ukraine situation now. I mean, Ukraine is like, that's not gonna last very long now. Like they do seem to be now making the final move. And I'm hopeful. Like, not that I want things to blow up and people to get killed, but I mean, that could potentially at least end this horrendous cycle of Ukrainians just getting rounded up from the street to die for nothing in a war they don't even believe in. Because that is perhaps like one of the most painful, horrendous things that has happened in all this. It's just their population has been thinned out, and all for nothing, for a bunch of corrupt military industrial complex money laundering freaks, psychopaths. Like, it's Ugh. It just makes me sick every time I think about it. So yeah, I mean, blessings on you, Russia. I really hope that you'll make it swift and with minimum casualties, and I just hope you can just help restore Ukraine. But I mean, yeah, the West, it's not over yet. The West is not just gonna leave it alone. Like, not until these frickin' NATO freaks and EU deep staters, until they are unseated from their power positions that they so continuously abuse for their insane conquest. That is not even achievable. I mean, conquest is arguably a bad thing, but when it's conquest, when you literally can't even win, like that, there's nothing freaking worse in the world. It's like obsessive conquest that you can't win. Kind of like Trump with Iran, huh? Are you enjoying that? Doesn't it feel great? No, it is literally like one of the most horrifying things ever. It's like just like where you want to just stop it, just freaking stop it. Stop it, Trump. Stop it. Everything's crumbling, everything is dying. Just stop it. You know? Yeah. Conquest that is literally that is inachievable, but yet still keeps being pursued. There's just nothing worse than that. So it's just so damaging to everything. Ugh. And it is like just fundamentally futile. I mean, there's other ways. If you want to conquer something, why militarily conquer them when you could basically like it's much harder though, because it's basically like you find a middle road, you adapt to something, then they're basically no longer your enemies. Yeah, it's just conquest is for freaks. It really is. It's just it's so previous centuries. It shouldn't be here. I think that conquest is just actually archaic at this point. And it's not something I would say lightly. A lot of things are being called archaic or old-fashioned, outdated, when they're really not. Like, for example, the family unit and all that. Just all these things like, oh, well, futurism, we don't need that. Yeah, we do freaking need that, yeah? Well, if there's one freaking thing that we don't need, it's conquest. Like, that shit is really done. Like, over with it. Just stop it. No more. Yeah. And we can still continue the romanticization of it in fiction and fantasy things and literature. But I mean, no more real world conquest. It just needs to be over, man. It just needs to stop. Ugh. Anyway, I am all over the place. Hope you're all appreciating it. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you do. What the hell am I gonna put in the title? I gotta put something about conquest in there. Yeah. let's try this. I feel like a real liberal for even saying that at this point. But I mean, conquest is just, it's been really over romanticized. The problem is that if you do not subject people to actual conquest, they start to romanticize it. That's the problem. It always keeps that. Dude, I have been like really prone to conquest fantasy a lot, especially in my teens and all that. But in a way, having witnessed, like, for example, the Ukraine war, a lot of footage now, like that, it really did kind of like snuff out that fantasy in a way, like to realize how terrible conquest actually is. I guess that's the only thing that is coming out of these things like the Ukraine war that's sort of good, is that everybody just gets to see how terrible that shit actually is, so that you don't dwell on foolish fantasies about it, because those foolish fantasies might lead you to do something really stupid. Alright, hey, hello, keep me in your fear, good to see you. It's tasting great. Right, but anyway, right. But yeah, I mean, if the Ukraine war is going to be over, as I said, as I predicted even yesterday, I just casually throw out these kinds of predictions. It's because it's no big deal to me. But I mean, yeah, if the Ukraine war is going to end, it's not the end. Because the EU and those freaks that are, and NATO that are like pushing this war on Russia, they're not, they're still there. They're still in power, unfortunately. They will immediately move on to another Russia neighboring country and like coup them and try to turn them into the same thing as what they did with Ukraine, like make them attack Russia again. Like, they will do that. But Russia is probably very well aware of those plans ready to spring, and they probably have now countermeasures for it, so that a situation like how Ukraine got taken like this will not so easily happen to those neighboring countries. So, like, Russia's gonna win big time on the long run. It's not just the Ukraine war. Like, that was absolute. Like, they will win. It's, like, absolutely impossible for Russia not to win it. It's just a matter of like, do they do it quick or do they take a long time? That's like the only factor in it, because they were going to win, and I've been predicting that from the very onset of it, on record, on my videos, and even in the freaking titles. So you all know that I've called that, and it's true, and other people are starting to also say that for a while. Because they are the expert, they read the books. Yeah, I'm just an Arwen. I'm just like tapping into my visions. Yeah, that's my big book, and it's weird and it's crazy. But yeah, I do turn out to be very right, very quick a lot of the time. This sort of thing. When I'm certain, I'm certain. It's just, when it comes to my vision, I'm not really all that certain as much. Really have to be very careful. But I am. But yeah. After Ukraine ends, they take it, Russia's probably gonna like move in, basically move westward, ensure that as much as they can, that not a new momentum will be able to build in another neighboring nation so that it could happen again. And like literally them doing that, making these moves, will startle the shit out of the EU and the NATO deep staters, the Epstein class. They will like go completely apeshit over that, have like public meltdowns. That's my you will see these freaks like really shit their pants, maybe even literally, some of them like literally be caught shitting their pants in public, because they're just gonna go frickin' nuts over it, because these guys like wagered their life on the scale in front of God, basically, to take down Russia. They vowed. A lot of them, they're that crazy. This is not just a game to them. Something really wicked and spiritual behind it. And so Zelensky being number one in that, like that guy is like, yeah, he either wins over Russia or he dies. Like that's his deal, and that's what he's been doing for so long, and like he knows. And he probably uses like all his drugs just to like not be reminded about how insane it is, the predicament that he got himself into spiritually. It's just using the drugs just to escape from that. That's what I think. Dude, just, I mean, Bible warns plenty of times to not swear oaths. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. It'll fuck up your life, man. Anyway, yeah, Ukraine war will end, and then potentially EU, NATO will try to start a new front. And I mean, if Russia makes it move, they like in Europe, they will like really start to try to aggressively pull a Ukraine on everybody. Like they are going to try to start recruiting locals like everywhere, not just Germany. Like, and we will all be witnessing that like the white ones, the whitey uprising, where instead of the locals allowing their kids to be hauled off, they will kill them. Yeah, they will kill these recruiters. Kill them. Slaughter them. Brutally. And then any police force or even the military slaughter them. As traitors. As the traitors that they are, yeah? Every military, every policeman that is like going along with this, their life is basically forfeit. Because all of the Europeans, and hilariously enough, including the migrants, yeah, the legal migrant. We will all rise up and we will kill you. You understand? So you better fucking stand down or die. Because we're not going to just let everybody get picked up and slaughtered for your disgusting, satanic, fucked up conquest that you can't let go. Yeah, we're not gonna let that happen here. Yeah. And don't worry, we don't need guns to do it. We'll fucking kill you with rocks if we need to. Yeah? Or a stick. Yeah, you're gonna ban wooden sticks? Yeah, no, you're fucked. Yeah? Wooden sticks can have really sharp ends. You're not going to do that shit here. We will fuck you up. Oh. So yeah, there's just a little warning out there. And I mean, like, I will be very aggressive about this personally. Like, if I notice that people stand by and let that sort of shit happen, I will fucking attack them. I will beat you until you snap out of your complacency and like give you an ultimatum. It's like, you rise up now and you join me in fucking up these people, or I'm gonna fucking kill you. Rise up or die. Yeah? You will not stand by here and let this be done to your people. Rise up or die. No more complacency. Yeah? So, and I don't know if that's gonna happen very soon. But it could. The point is, they want to do that. They will want to do that. I'm doing this basically as a spiritual inoculation to give you a heads up and tell you, like, if they're really gonna have the chutzpah to pull this off, let's draw that into it. You gotta rise up and kill them. Yeah? Old-fashioned revolt, pitchfork, and torch style. And you will fucking do it, or you will die with them. Yeah? Nobody is gonna be, I'm too good for violence. You will fucking rise up, or you will die. You understand? This is the extermination of our people. You will rise up and join us to take it out, or you will die as a traitor to your people. So you better fucking be ready to stand up and do this when it starts to happen. Yeah? This is not a fucking situation you need to turn the other cheek towards, if you know what I mean. Yeah? I mean, Jesus did not tell us, oh, if they come to take your kid to send him into a war that he's definitely not gonna survive, give them your other kid. Yeah, no, that's not what the cheek thing was about. Yeah? No, that's not what a Christian does. That's not what Jesus would do. Somebody would come to take his frickin' child for a war. He would probably literally like leave that place to somewhere where he wouldn't be found, take his kids with him. But, yeah. It's not really addressed in the Bible, but I mean, this is my interpretation. You don't do that. And your people are on purpose are getting exterminated, you do not let go of them so easily. Yeah? So do not apply turn the other cheek to letting go of your children to be part of some war that they definitely can't win. Absolutely not. And you must fight. You must fight to stop that. If you like fuck those recruiters up, then you literally potentially save other of your fellow citizens. Because they will just keep going. Get more and more. You need to fuck them up. I mean, those fucking recruiters are total psychopaths and should literally be tortured for doing that even. For even going there. They're abominations. Yeah? So, take care of them. Like, I'm surprised that in Ukraine there haven't been like situations where like recruiters are literally like some guy just gets his freaking sniper rifle and just fucking picks them off from the street as they're trying to recruit somebody. Like, why aren't those people just being shot dead? Like, that is the really baffling thing to me. They just let them do that. And I mean, I've seen some struggles where like, especially like some pretty butchy looking women, some real broads, that they would just like fist fight the recruiters and basically get their kids back. That was pretty impressive. But I mean, I don't understand why there's not just Ukrainians in the shadows and just like, oh, the recruiters are at it again. Okay, line it up and you just fucking shoot them dead. Like, I don't understand why that hasn't happened. There's no, they'll stop coming eventually. Yeah. I mean, am I so crazy to think like that? Is that so stupid of me? So irresponsible, Arwen. How dare you? That's dark. And I'm sorry. Weren't people getting picked off the street to literally die for a pointless cause? Systemically? Is killing the people that do that not just an acute solution? Actually halt the pointless death in that case? I mean, am I so crazy to think that? It just seems to be very basic. What? Like, all of you die, or a couple of them die, and then it stops. Like, I mean, isn't that actually worth the trade-off in this case? I mean, yeah, I'm getting carried away. I'm getting too aggressive. I'm sorry. This is usually the reason why I try to avoid these types of subjects, because I could just get really hard on it. But I mean, these situations are totally fucked up, totally harsh, and the only way to meet them is basically on equal ground. Or you have to flee. And I mean, that's, for most people, that is definitely the sensible option. And a lot of Ukrainians did flee their country. A lot of them. And good on you. I'm glad they managed to get away. But it would have been even more epic if they all stood up and just like, you know what? I'm not leaving. But we're gonna fuck up these recruiters. That would have been even more epic that would have potentially like nipped the whole frickin' Ukrainian war that's been lasting for so long. It would have nipped it in the bud if they just immediately couldn't even get new recruits. It would have been over after one season. But yeah, they didn't. They didn't do it, and so it kept going and kept going, and now it's like half of frickin' Ukrainians are dead. I don't know I don't know the exact number. It's just way more than I feel comfortable even thinking about. It's horrifying. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna try to move on to something a little more lighthearted. Ugh. Yeah, and man, that attack on the drone attack on like the student on those students in Russia, like it seems like the Russians got really really pissed off over that. I mean, I'm seeing being brought back up. It is almost like the blown up school in the Ukraine war, in Iran war. Like, I mean, they're still holding that up. It's like, yeah, we're not going to forget that. It looks like Russians got their thing. Because it looks like a lot of really beautiful Russian women died in that young... yeah, I mean, it was horrifying. And was an attack on children directed on purpose. It's a horrible crime. And Russians are legitimately pissed off over it. And Western media seems to just completely be ignoring it. Okay, hello, Doik. What are you talking about? Ukrainian Jews can leave? But Christian... Never... I don't know if that's true at all. I know that Ukraine's been super brutal on Christianity. Like, robbing the churches and shit. But I don't know what... if that has anything to do with this... Like, Jews able to leave? I don't know if that's even true or not. I have no idea. Hello, by the way. But, I mean, yeah, the point is, it's all horrifying and 100% true. Okay, well, that's really fucked up then. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes things even worse. Jews are exempt from war. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, technically, Jews would be exempt from war. Especially the actual religions ones. They can't be drafted. Yeah, well, they wouldn't allow themselves to be drafted. Like, that's even ongoing in, like, Israel. Like, actual real Jews there, they're like we're not gonna fight this fucked up conquest because, like, well, their religion literally prohibits that. So but then it's a matter of, like, will the government respect that, of course, or not. But yeah, I know that they are going after the Christians in Ukraine too. But I mean, Christians or not, well, everything I said should apply. I mean, people there that are left, you should make sure that just these recruiters, they should be shot. The recruiters that go around, they should be shot dead. And then eventually they will stop coming. Because, I mean, those recruiters are the most horrifying imaginable people to even do that at this point. They have to be completely merciless psychopaths that must find some joy in that. And so they deserve to be shot dead, and the locals should try to do that. Right, and talking about which, I had a clip that sort of references this a little bit. Now we're talking about Jews in Ukraine. Here we go.
The so-called Jews today are converts and are called the synagogue of Satan by Christ himself in the Bible. They called themselves the Khazars, a Turkish people from South Russia. Around 960 AD, their king Bulan invited Christian and Muslim scholars to debate religion. He asked each one which faith they considered the better. Both answered Judaism, the religion both of theirs derived from. He and his nation converted, not by blood, by choice. The Jews today are not only converts, they dominated the transatlantic slave trade. The ships weren't just funded by Jews, they were owned by Jews, manned by Jewish crews, sailed under Jewish captains, dominating American, French, British and Dutch colonies. The buyers at slave auctions were almost always Jews. The French Jewish Gradis family held an outright monopoly on the slave trade from Gorée Island, the most infamous slave trading depot on the entire African coast. One family, a monopoly on human beings. 9 out of 10 Africans shipped to Brazil passed through Jewish-controlled trade. By 1820, it was documented that over 75% of all Jewish families in Charleston, Richmond and Savannah owned slaves. Nearly 40% of all Jewish households in the United States owned one or more.
Your name ain't Jeremiah no more, boy. I am!
Not a few, not a minority, the majority. They didn't just profit from slavery, they defended it. Then they built banks, dynasties, generational wealth. Holocaust denial is illegal in 17 countries. Germany paid billions in reparations. Museums on every continent. The true Jews got February. No reparations, no protected history. And when it's cited by their own scholars, their own encyclopedias, their own rabbis, it's called anti-Semitic. They made the world protect their pain while burying blacks. Both were real, but only one is allowed to be remembered.
Oh my God. How dare you? Yeah, the truth is very anti-Semitic, I know. And I mean, if you'd be saying like, hey, maybe Ukraine is actually an attempt for the Khazars to like get their nation back or something, with everything you're saying about the Jews being able to leave and everything, yeah, that actually then makes sense. Sounds like the Khazars are trying to like get their home nation back. in a way, doesn't it? Anybody think that that's a good idea? Probably not. And I mean, especially like Hasidic Jews, they know, like, yeah, they're not supposed to have their own nation, as they're now testifying in the face of the Iran war with Israel. So is that really gonna work out? I don't know, we'll see. But as I said, I do think that like the end is nigh with the Ukrainian war. Yeah, I'm gonna take a smoke break. Oh yeah, want to see a cactus tree? Check this out.
Oh, look at this tree. I've never seen a cactus tree. What? What do you mean? What do you, huh? Is there cactus growing out of a tree? Is the cactus the tree? Is this cactus?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever like seen a cactus tree in real life, face to face, that big. But I know I've seen that before from photos and shit. So yeah, eventually, if they make it, they almost like become trees like that, and it's pretty epic. Yeah, Doik, yeah. Ooh. Alright, that's weird. A little bit of news out of California here. There apparently is like this age verification bill in California that they're trying to force through, or it's been forced through, but Linux users have an exemption. Cool. Might be a useful little detail to know that. So yeah, Linux does not have an age tracking mandate in California. Good to know, isn't it? You can hear the kids in the background. Yeah, I mean, don't be such an ass. Don't be an ass about it, Doik. Let the kids play outside. I mean, seriously. Don't be a freak. I like kids, hearing kids in the background. I mean, they're not screaming babies or anything, so what are you complaining about? Jesus. Right, that seems about it for the developments. Oh, and by the way, like, psychiatrists in Russia are saying that homosexuality is a mental disorder. They went there. They're right. It's just going back to reality. Good for them. Oh, how dare you. Right. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. It's been quite intense. I'm just trying to tone it down again. I don't like to stick around that brutality subject and all that. It's not good for me. And it definitely like disrupts the flow. It disrupts dream walking. But I guess today is kind of like about this sort of thing now. Yeah. But it's definitely not something that I'd like to keep bringing up every damn day. Because then all the esoteric stuff is kind of like, you just don't get to it. It's a shit bill. I have no doubt, Dyke. I'm not saying it's good. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break and I'll be right back. Don't forget to Rogan's it up. I'm back. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, only had 2 clips. All right. Yeah, sorry for sitting here so silent all this time. It just kind of ran off subject. I'm not gonna be able to bring up anything esoteric today. Hopefully I will again tomorrow. Alright, and I mean, hey, I've had plenty of shows where I was like really in the flow, so it can't always be just the same over and over again. Right. So yeah, I'm gonna round out the show. It's an hour and mean, yeah, it's good enough. I'm satisfied with today. It's been of a different tone, a little bit more towards rage win, I guess, without actually getting pissed off, but the harsher side. Right, so it's what it is. Hope you liked it. Maybe you didn't. Whatever. It's my honest opinion. Right, so thanks everyone for coming. Hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. Please also do support me with a gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gift and Go. Links are in the description box below. Send me super chat over to Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way, and support me greatly appreciated. I can really use it. Please support your local Arwin, that would be great. Right, I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2647 on a Friday. Hope to see you all then. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of this Thursday. Enjoy the weather, stay hydrated. And until the next video, keep it flat.